The next question is, you've been on YouTube for 6 years. Would you consider yourself to be a successful YouTuber? Well, what up everyone, CharisMaggietv here and welcome back to my channel where I encourage you to submerge yourself in culture and live meaningful lives. Y'all, 6 years on YouTube. That's a long time. I don't really have a specific format for this video. I have no control with the environment I'm in. You know, we have babies crying, kids running up and down, but I did want to get out of the house and quickly do this video. So here we are. Hold on. But I have water. So this would actually be the first year ever that I'm publicly recognizing how many years I've been on YouTube, and I almost didn't do it, to be honest, like hence the last minute video and all of that, because I was like, do I really have something to celebrate? And then I started thinking about my journey, how far I've come, all the connections I've built, all, you know, the videos I've been able to do, just exploring culture in a different way that has definitely not just benefited me, but benefited some of you who have found my channel and have decided to subscribe. So I'm gonna take y'all on a little trip down memory lane. For those of you who are new to my channel, you're gonna get an idea of how I really started and how it really evolved into what it is now. So roll the tape. What up everyone, CharisMaggietv here and welcome to my YouTube promo video. Yes. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Margaret. I am currently an international student and I want to start a YouTube channel. Yeah. The reason. Congratulations! You have completed yet another milestone in your life. Yes, you have survived the hell gates of high school or maybe junior college. But guess what? You are about to go into another hell gate called university. Yeah, people. So buckle your seatbelts because this ride is going to be bumpy. Okay, I have some bad news for you. Guys, I'm quitting YouTube. Just kidding! What up everyone, CharisMaggietv here and welcome back to my channel. This is our very first episode for Culture, and today I have with me Thomas, and he is with me today to talk about good old Newfoundland and Labrador.
Good spot, go there.
I hope y'all enjoyed going down memory lane with me. It was kind of cool to just see the evolution. As I was finding these clips to put in the video, I was like, man, like so much has changed for sure, but here we are. So for the next part of this video, I asked y'all to send me some questions that you would want me to answer. I was thinking of this video of more of a reflection video, so I needed help so I wouldn't be rambling and all of that in this video. So some of y'all sent me questions. Thank you so much for that. So we're gonna get right into answering them right now. So the first question is, why did you name your channel CharisMaggietv and what does it mean? Very good question. Actually, you know, for the longest time since I've had this channel, I have so many different variations of how the name of my channel was pronounced. I've heard CharisMaggietv. That's like the main one, but basically I wanted to be able to name my channel based off my personality, because I know that with any platform that anyone has, there is always room for growth, room for evolution. So I didn't want to start off with my channel being about what it started about, which was, you know, information for university tips for international students, and then what if I didn't want to do that anymore, which is exactly what happened. So CharisMaggie is literally the words charismatic and Maggie, my nickname, merged together, and TV because think of my YouTube channel as like a program for you to find different series that you watch. So you can see that from the Culture series, you can see that from my Curl series, and you can see that from the Kitchens of Toronto series as well. The second question that I got was, am I close with my parents? Yes, absolutely. I'm super close to my parents. Actually, my parents has been one of the biggest supports for me actually continuing my content. They have been so supportive. Like, y'all, my mom doesn't have a Facebook, any social media of any kind. She only has email, and she literally made a Gmail account just so she could comment on my videos. So yes, the love is real, the support is real. My dad is always sharing my videos on his Facebook. He's always messaging me on WhatsApp like, send me the link to your YouTube videos. And like, it's funny because whenever I don't upload a video, my parents actually know, and they would message me like, no video today, and I'm like, oh, like, no, I didn't bother. Or I'll like tell them like the reason, or maybe I'm on a break. I'm like, oh, I'm on a break for a little bit. They're like, oh, okay, then cool, because they're not on social media to know the updates and announcements I'm making, right? So they can only rely on if I upload a video to give them updates. And I think my channel has been a good way for them to kind of see how I'm doing while I'm here living in Canada. And even though I haven't yet gotten to the point of sharing a lot of personal stuff about myself, I'm slowly getting there. I think it's been a good way for them to be able to just see what I'm doing, and they have been learning as well from the content, so that's cool. This question that I got, what was your best and worst moments? Let me start off with the worst moment. I think my worst moment throughout this journey was when I took a almost 9-month break. I can't remember. I think it was either 7 months or 8 months. It was less than 9 months though. And I took that break from YouTube because I went through this mental breakdown, you could say. It wasn't anything severe like that, but it was this time in my life where I was so confused. I didn't know what to do with my channel anymore. There was just a lot going on with me as well, as I was trying to figure out other aspects of my life. Like, I was new to a city, career wise. I didn't really know if what I was doing at the time is what I wanted to continue doing. It was a lot of stuff. So I took that break, and it definitely affected, you know, the momentum my channel would have, the momentum I would have, my motivation to even continue. So I would say that would have been the worst time. In terms of my best moment, I think it was when I realized the impact of my channel and how it was helping people. So there have been moments when I'm like, man, does my content even make sense? I feel like there's no space for the type of content that I do, because everyone's kind of like, they have their little box of like vlogging, and what cultural content look like is usually one specific thing. Like, you're either focusing on food or just language. And for me personally, it was hard for me to just stay in this box because I have so many different experiences, and there's a reason why I specifically wanted my channel to be about showcasing cultures and countries through lived experiences. And I think even though my growth has been slow, or slower than I would have liked, at the end of the day, the impact that I wanted to make, I can see that impact. People are learning. I've had people message me, you know, they're asking me for information related to something I did in a video, and it was an additional resource for them. Or someone was able to find my video and it was able to help them with a school project. So it has definitely been like not just one set moment. It's like a bunch of moments wrapped up together that shows me like what I'm doing does make a difference, and that I should continue even when I feel like giving up, if that makes sense. The next question, do you have any regrets? Kind of, not really, but yes. I would be lying if I said that there were some things I wish I knew, especially about YouTube, so that I could be a bit more strategic with my content. I think at some point in being, I guess, confused about what to do with my content, I kind of would be doing random stuff, and that would definitely affect the growth of my channel. But I think right now I've definitely found my momentum in what I love to do. And the only thing I would say is that I really wish, I think I touched on this point in the previous question, but I feel like I haven't yet seen any channels that I can really relate to. Like, there is no niche that I can say my channel really identifies with. And the reason I say this is because if people are doing content related to you know, culture and countries, usually it's like vlog related, where they are traveling to these countries, and I'm not yet at that place that I could do that. But I also didn't feel like I needed to wait for those opportunities for me to start exploring the countries and cultures. And that's what allowed me to continue my For the Culture series. It started off just in person with a few people I knew. As I continued doing it, social media, you know, I'm networking with more people. People are finding me, they're reaching out, wanting to talk about their culture, and just being able to find like specific themes that would fit the content that I do, so that if I try to do a video about the topic again, it's like I'm building onto it, kind of a deal. So I think my only regret would have been moments where I doubted myself in what content I should focus on, and then that allowed me to get a bit scared and do something else that didn't really make sense. So I wish that I didn't waste so much time doing content that I didn't really enjoy, and I just stuck with what I did truly enjoy, which is the culture related content. Like, that's really it. The next question is, you've been on YouTube for 6 years. Would you consider yourself to be a successful YouTuber? Well, this is a good question. Personally, it's 50-50. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm not where I want to be as a YouTuber, and being here for 6 years, I would have liked to have a bit more growth in my numbers and engagement and things like that. But again, I have recognized that there have been times where my content was all over the place. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I was doubting what I should do on my channel, so that would definitely affect, you know, the direction of my content. But I would say that I considered, on the flip side, being the other 50, I would consider myself to be successful in that I didn't allow the perfect moment, like waiting on the perfect moment for me to start. When I felt like it was hard to come up with content ideas or ways of doing it, I found creative ways to go about doing it. So, perfect example, my For the Culture series has been the most successful series on my channel. It's been the one that has grown my channel the most. And at first, when I moved to Toronto, one of my biggest struggles was figuring out how I would continue this series with meeting with people in person, because the city is so big. When I was in Newfoundland, it was just people who I went to school with, who were on the school campus right after I graduated, that I started that series. But with moving to Toronto, it was a different ballpark, and then it just didn't always work out with me making arrangements to meet with people. So when COVID hit, I was kind of forced to do more virtual related stuff, and that's when I was like, that's it. This is how I'm going to continue this series. I'm not going to let distance or any of that prevent me from continuing. This is you know, content that people enjoy. I just need to find the right people to collaborate with, bring them onto my channel, and keep it going. So every summer for the past 5 years, this is the 5th year now, I have been doing this series on my channel. It launches in the summer and it goes on until about early fall or so. So yeah, I would definitely say in some aspects I would consider myself to be successful, but I think I still think there is room for growth for me, where I can do better, and hopefully I get the opportunity to figure out what the heck that looks like for me, because it's hard. Like, YouTube is definitely a place that sometimes you put out content and you look at the numbers and it can be so depressing, but sometimes it's just a matter of timing. Sometimes the topic you did isn't really, you know, something people are necessarily looking for. So the beauty of YouTube though is that because it's long form, it's evergreen content that I also do, people will find it later on and maybe it will be beneficial for them or not, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that question. The final question is, where do I see my channel in the next couple of years? Honestly, I think my biggest struggle right now, not so much time. I would like to have a space that I could record my videos without having to, for example, come outside and relying on, you know, not being able to control the noise that is around me, because I am actually a bit distracted right now. I don't know if y'all can tell, but being able to have financial resources to help me take my channel to the next level. So what that would look like is allowing me to do more, you know, research in the type of content I want to do, the time to take the research in doing that type of content, so that it's, you know, there's not misinformation in my content. I also want to do more in sharing my personal experiences with some of the content, so that is something new that y'all will expect to see. Now that I have been living in Canada for a bit of time, I think there are ways for me to do content related to my personal life and different aspects of culture and how it just affects our day-to-day life, because culture as we know it is basically a way of life, and everyone's way of life is going to be different depending on how you were raised, your cultural upbringing. All of these things can definitely shape you as a person, and I want to explore some of those things with my personal experience mostly. I do want to have more opportunities to do collaboration in terms of allowing other people to come onto my channel, and this would be in the form of series, something similar to, like, you know, those BuzzFeed videos or like Cocoa Butter, like those channels. Like, I want to do something like that in Toronto. Like, I think I'm in the perfect province to do that. We have so many cultures in this one city, so finding whether it's people who speak different languages or different foods, there's so many restaurants here, so those are things I would like to be able to do in the future for sure. I hope that y'all enjoy this little blast in the past reflection moment with me, and as usual, continue to like, share, subscribe. If there's anything, I'll ask y'all for the support that you're giving me. Continue to keep it up. Now more than ever I need it, so share this video with a friend, like, comment, let me know what other questions you have for me. Maybe we can make this like a monthly update or quarterly update of where I am in my channel and my experience. But yeah, it was great talking to y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Check out season 5 right now for the culture. I'm gonna put it right here for y'all. Bye.